Hi folks, Joseph Kursky here with you, wandering through the ecoregions and the habitats of our world. Why? Because week 10 of our geography course here at Auburn, we're going to be exploring habitat, species, and invasive species. Whoa! There's so much to explore here that I wish we could spend more time, but at least we have this week to do so. Now, as usual, here's a checklist to help you keep on track this week in our course. Number 1, watch this video. Number 2, read the readings and respond to the readings. We also have a place, thought leader, tool, event, and geographic oddity for this week, which I hope you'll find not only enjoyable and useful, but connected to the habitat theme and the invasive species and the species theme of our week. Then we're going to work on an activity that involves you interacting with some mapped data inside of a web-based geographic information system to look at patterns, relationships, and trends. And you'll respond to that activity as always, and then you'll have a short weekly quiz, which I hope is not a stress thing, but it helps you say, hey, I've made some progress here. I'm learning some things in this course that I could actually use in other courses and in my career. That's my goal with those quizzes. Now, first of all, in the readings, we're going to define some terms. Habitat, ecosystems, species diversity, species richness, invasive species. So you'll get a firm foundation of what we're talking about here in this week. We'll also look at some bird migrations through interactive maps. Migrations are a great application for geography and spatial thinking because some of these migrations, animals and birds in particular, have huge distances, and I mean huge with a capital huge, Y with a capital H, okay? They're amazing, and we're going to be looking at one of them. I wish we could look at more, but at least we're going to look at one of them. We'll also look at some study areas for newts, which is a type of amphibian. We'll also look at critical habitat in the USA. So those are some of the interactive parts of the readings. And then our place this week is the Cornell Ornithology Lab, a place I've visited several times in my career, and it is a fascinating place. The thought leader this week is going to be E.O. Wilson, founder of Biogeography. E.O. Wilson. The tool is going to be artificial intelligence and GIS. You've heard of AI. You use AI probably. This is how do we use and why do we use AI in a geographic information systems spatial analysis environment. And then the event is the world's first geological map. Ooh, that's fascinating. Again, the rise of the common individual, bucking the status quo. I love those kinds of stories. And then the geographic oddity is going to be the world's largest national park. Think you know where it is? Interesting. Our activity this week is digging into zebra mussels in terms of invasive species. Zebra mussels is a big problem, and we're going to look at the spread of zebra mussels over space and over time using interactive mapping tools. And remember, this tool is the most important always. Your spatially, geographically thinking brain. That is the most important tool of all. I hope you take away that from this course. That is the most important tool. Keep that one nurtured. But we're going to be using some fascinating data. It's pretty grim because it's about invasive species in our lakes and rivers and waterways called zebra mussels. And finally, our geographic geo-song for this week. You didn't think I'd forget that, did you? I've mapped so many places, those far away and that are near, still mapping after all these years. Whoa, still mapping after all these years. All right, folks, I've got to wind my way, get my way out of this particular grassland that I'm in right now, but I will see you in week 10 of our course. Remember, it's about habitat and species and invasive species. I hope you find it useful and enjoyable and thought-provoking. We'll see you there.